My people, now how una day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you listen to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. Fellow Biafrans, what you are seeing here will shock you. Mr. Prince Darlington, the one they call Usoji, he is mocking Simon Ekpa, and he wrote, "Now where are all those shouting water online? We have fought a great fight against external and internal enemies to protect this IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You may not know or you may not like how I run my program, but someday you will appreciate me for standing out, doing what I know how to do best." Simon Ekpa, or Simon Ekpa'S, Finland, is cooling off in the Finnish prison and is going to last for 6 years. Then I remember the pregnant woman, his boy is killed in the name of sit-at-home enforcement. So after 6 years, Ekpa'S will be free. Will that pregnant woman and her baby come back to life? No. Ekpa'S followers are hiding in shame now. He said Ekpa'S followers are hiding, I shame now, probably in shame. His English was bad there. And here he plays this video or this picture of Simon Ekpa being sentenced in Finland. This is coming from somebody who said he's a freedom fighter. Usoji man, Mazi Usoji, Prince Darlington. A man who said he loved Nnamdi Kanu. He was there with Nnamdi Kanu since 2012. He's the one speaking this way to someone who was loved, adored by Nnamdi Kanu. Someone Nnamdi Kanu told us to listen to, share his videos, because Simon is coming with a new dimension. But to today, Prince Darlington, Usoji, is happy, celebrating that Nigerian government, they succeeded in bribing Finland to wrongly incarcerate our brother Simon Ekpa. He is happy with the actions of Nigeria, even though they claimed that Simon Ekpa was working for the Nigerian government. Usoji man, from beginning, since 2021, he said Simon Ekpa is working with Nigerian government. But today, now, he's praising Nigeria for working with Finland to convict and incarcerate Simon Ekpa for the next 6 years. You see, there's the problem. When I say sometimes education is key, you guys don't understand. They all claimed Simon Ekpa was working for Nigerian government, that he was trying to destroy the works of Nnamdi Kanu. He is working for Nigerian government. But today, Nigerian government has collaborated with Finland. And they gave Finland a deal they cannot ignore. Or they could not ignore. And Finland did the unthinkable to lock up Simon Ekpa. But today, now, they are praising Finland and Nigeria for locking up Simon Ekpa. Despite, since 2021, they were shouting into the high heavens that Simon Ekpa is working with Nigerian government. Simon Ekpa is not for Biafra. He's a saboteur. He is working for Nigerian government. How can a man working for Nigerian government be now sent to jail in a collaboration between Nigeria and Finland? I repeat, how can a man they claim is working for Nigerian government is suddenly being sent to jail in Finland through the collaboration between Nigeria and Finland? Fellow Biafrans, does that make sense? Now you see the enemies of Nnamdi Kanu. Because I told you all, at the end, we shall know who is who and which is which. They were shouting into the high heavens. The DOSO, Chinasan Warrior, all of them were saying Simon Ekpa was working with Nigerian government. He was an agent of Nigerian government. But today, the one they claim is an agent to Nigerian government, they are celebrating, thanking Finland for locking him up. So who is now the real agent then? Who is now the saboteur of Biafra? If they all claim Simon Ekpa was sabotaging Biafra, that he was working with Nigerian government, he was brought into the scene by Tinubu and Akachukwu to destabilize the Biafra movement, that Nigeria, they are the ones bankrolling Simon Ekpa. Those were the words. But today, now we are seeing what's going on. Today, they have now flipped it around. And now they are supporting Nigeria for working with Finland to incarcerate Simon Ekpa for 6 years. Biafrans, make una wake up. Make una wake up. Now you see the problem Nnamdi Kanu has. His most beloved disciple, Simon Ekpa. Today, those around him, those that call themselves the DOS, they are celebrating with Nigeria and Finland. Also, the DOS sent their members to Finland to testify against Simon Ekpa. Don't forget that. They sent their members, IPOB members, to Finland in the court case of Simon Ekpa to testify against Simon Ekpa. How can the DOS have a slot, a time slot, a witness slot in the case of Nigeria and Finland? It means the DOS and IPOB Nigeria Limited, they must have discussed, they must have partnered, they must have collaborated with Nigeria to say we can send in 3 of our members to become witnesses against the case of Simon Ekpa. Suddenly, Nigerian government paid for their flight, their itineraries to go to Finland as a test. Oh my God, have mercy. Hey! My God, have mercy. It is clear now. The truth is now in the pudding. It is clear now that IPOB were working with Nigerian government. Because Nigerian government and the Southeast politicians, they brought this case to Finland to look into Simon Ekpa, that he's the killer of his people. And suddenly, when Finland was carrying this case, out of the blues, IPOB members, 3 IPOB members, they went to Finland as witness. It means that Nigeria will say, look, even IPOB he's fighting for, these are the members, they have come to testify against Simon Ekpa. They have come to testify against Simon Ekpa. Do you not get it? Then that means somebody, a group, is working with Nigerian government. Those that join Nigeria to testify against Simon Ekpa, it means those people are the ones working with Nigerian government because they collaborated with Nigeria. They collaborated, IPOB Nigeria, they collaborated with Nigeria to go to Finland and testify against Simon Ekpa. But all this while, since 2021, they lied to you all. Don't trust Simon Ekpa. Ekperima, he is working with Nigeria. He is working with Tinubu. Now Tinubu boy, he went to do sport in Lagos. Tinubu now gave him scholarship. He was a sports person in Lagos. Tinubu government in Lagos gave him scholarship to go to UK. From UK, he stayed for 2 years. Then went to Finland. They still sponsored him in Finland until he got his injury. When he got his injury, Tinubu government took care of him. That's why Simon Ekpa now wants to destroy Biafra. He wants to destroy IPOB. Simon Ekpa loved Nigeria because Nigeria was kind to Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa loved Nigeria because Nigeria supported Simon Ekpa. That's why they called Simon Ekpa to destroy IPOB. He's pretending he's working for Biafra. He's pretending he's fighting for Biafra. He's pretending he's working with Nnamdi Kanu, but his plan is to destroy Biafra. But his plan is to destroy IPOB. But his plan is to make IPOB to become a terrorist organization. Simon Ekpa is working with Nigeria. Those were the words from all the IPOB members. Some of them, they've backslid now. They've now seen their mistakes. But a man like Prince Darlington was shouting all this while that Simon Ekpa was working with Nigeria. But today that Nigeria has convicted Simon Ekpa through Finland, and the deal that the Tinubu government gave to Finland, the oil and gas in Lekki, Now, look at what they are saying now. Unsoji, the owner of Aside Hot TV, Biafra TV, he said, now, where are all those shouting water online? We have fought a great fight against external and internal enemies to protect this IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, you may not like how I run my program, but someday you will appreciate me. You are a saboteur. I appreciate you how? You lied on Simon Ekpa. You went to his program. You went to his program. You called him your brother. But when Nnamdi Kanu saw you in the program of Simon Ekpa, he called upon you. He confided on you and asked you, I saw you in the program of Simon Ekpa. Tell me more about Simon Ekpa. What do you know about Simon Ekpa? Usoji, President Darlington, you told Nnamdi Kanu, don't trust Simon Ekpa. I don't believe him. He's working for Nigeria. He did not swear oath. We heard Tinubu boy. Don't trust him. We never knew all this while. Your intention was to be the most beloved disciple of Nnamdi Kanu. You were forcing yourself. But Nnamdi Kanu has sized you up. He knows your capability, your capacity. All you can do for him was what he gave to you, to go out there and source the funds. All those who are doing contribution, go out there and, to verify them, vet and make sure everything is coming. Go and do an audit trail of the money. And you told us how you went about the whole states, auditing the finance. That's the job given to you by Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody is arguing with you. Nobody is envious of you doing that job. He saw you, he assessed you, and he felt that's the kind of job you can do. And you did your job diligently. We heard you did a very good job. Fine. But how come when he now saw Simon Ekpa and said, this one can take this movement to a new dimension, a new plateau, a new level, you became jealous of Simon Ekpa because Nnamdi Kanu, who gave you an assignment, has given Simon Ekpa a new assignment, perhaps bigger than your own. Perhaps the scope is much more broader than your own. And you got jealous. Say, how can Nnamdi Kanu have been with since 2012? Meet this nobody who came in 2021. Who is this Simon Ekpa? Why will you say Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension? Why is it when you are doing a program, you call Simon Ekpa to anchor the problem? You became jealous of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Usoji, Prince Darlington, you were jealous of the blessings given to Simon Ekpa by Nnamdi Kanu. That was why you claimed that Simon Ekpa was working for the Nigerian government. But today now you are changing your mouth. Today now you are changing your mouth and you are thanking Nigeria and Finland. You are thanking Nigeria government and Finland. You are thanking the Tinubu government and Finland for incarcerating Simon Ekpa for 6 years. You blamed everything happening in Biafra land on Simon Ekpa. At this point, let us go to the comments and see what people are saying about this nonsense that this guy wrote, Prince Darlington, the Usoji man. In the comments, the first one said, you see, God is wonderful. God is wonderful. The first one said, I thought he is a Nigerian agent. The first comment by Ndigbo, he said, I thought he's a Nigerian agent with 2 question marks. It means I thought you said Simon Ekpa is a Nigerian agent. How come Nigeria is now the one collaborating with Finland to jail him, to illegally jail him? I thought he was a Nigerian agent. Let's open it up and see the comments there. Next one said, don't mind them. Ask them that good question again and again. Don't mind them. Ask them that good question again and again. I thought he is a Nigerian agent. Don't mind the DOS. Don't mind this guy, what's his name again? This idiot. You know, don't mind them. Ask them that good question again and again. Somebody else said, don't mind them. And someone else said, the fools don't know how the zoo government and their judge can use this as a leverage to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also. Someone else now said exactly. You see, they are praising what Nigeria and Finland did to Simon Ekpa. They don't know that technically Simon Ekpa is now out of the way. The only man that made Nigeria to be scared to jail Nnamdi Kanu is now out of the way. And technically, Nnamdi Kanu has spent 10 years in jail because in the Western world, even in that zoo, I presume that a year in jail is 6 months. And Nigeria has held Nnamdi Kanu for 5 years. So technically, they have held Nnamdi Kanu for 10 years. Nnamdi Kanu is being in the custody of the DSS jail, if you want to call it a jail, for 10 years. And now, knowing the way Nigeria is, knowing the way Justice James Omotosho is, he may look around and try to use this case of Simon Ekpa against Nnamdi Kanu. This is the mistake our people are making. Biafrans and these guys that call themselves IPOB, they don't understand Nigeria. They don't understand Nigeria. In Nigeria, elephants can fly. They can do the unthinkable. I've been studying those youths in the north. They always say, Nnamdi Kanu, walai talai, you go spend 15 years in jail. Walai talai, you go spend 25 years in jail. I am asking myself, why do they use those buzzwords? Those team, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years in jail. What do they know that we don't know? What does the children of the Fulani cabal know that we don't know? Because whenever Nnamdi Kanu's case is being discussed, when you go to social media, when you go to Twitter, Facebook, the cabal children, they will say, walai talai, he must spend 15 years in jail. And I ask myself, Nnamdi Kanu technically has spent 10 years in jail. He was held in 2021. We're now in 2025. Technically, he has spent 10 years in jail. So what do these children know? The children of the caliphate, what do they know? That they are telling us that we don't understand. What do they know? What are they trying to relate to us regarding Nnamdi Kanu? Let's go back. Watch the next response to Unsoji. They say, this post is absurd. If MMK is sentenced today by the zoo court, will that mean he is guilty of terrorism and crimes? If you are a true freedom fighter, you will not post this. It is not yet Uhuru for MMK. Put aside personal vendetta. You need Biafra more than MSE, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Same as all of us. The judgment is against all Biafrans, not just Mazi Simon Ekpa. This was said by Ruby Chima. May God bless you, Ruby Chima, for applying wisdom. Because to today, if Nigerian court should find Nnamdi Kanu guilty, we all will be screaming at the top of our lungs that he is innocent, that we will fight the case of Nnamdi Kanu. So when you juxtapose the same in the case of Simon Ekpa, that a finished court, a crooked judge, 3 judges said Simon Ekpa is guilty of online activities linked to terrorism. and they gave him 6 years. But in his case now, you are all saying, yes, glory be to God. You are accepting the judgment given against Simon Ekpa. But will you accept that same judgment if Nigerian Zoo government does the unthinkable and sentence Nnamdi Kanu to jail? Usoji, will you accept that judgment? Let us see the response of Usoji to Ruby Chima. He responded, now you go sentence him, Umokoko everywhere. Now you go sentence him, Umokoko everywhere. Fellow Biafrans, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. Someone else said, I think people said he is working for Nigerian government and he's not fighting for Biafra. Laughing emoji. Now the truth is coming out small. Laughing emojis. I think people said he is not working, or he is working for Nigerian government and he's not fighting for Biafra. Now the truth is coming out small. Wow. Lord have mercy. Fellow Biafrans, I'm saying all these things to understand, say, not all those who call you brother are really your brothers. Because why I'm in deep shock is, this man they call Prince Darlington, he had the privilege to go to the program of Simon Ekpa. Not once, not twice. But all those while, he was envious of Simon Ekpa. He jealoused him. He hated Simon Ekpa because Nnamdi Kanu showed Simon Ekpa love. Prince Darlington hated Simon Ekpa because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu showed Simon Ekpa love. And today, the hatred has gone very, very deep in this man. A man who said Simon Ekpa was working for Nigerian government. Simon Ekpa was sent on scholarship by Tinubu. That's why he's doing what he's doing against Biafra. But today, the same person is thanking Nigeria and Finland for collaborating to convict Simon Ekpa. Make it make sense. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. Suddenly, we are hearing a rumor now that the so-called IPOB DOS, a new name entirely, IPOB DOS, they are angry with Nnamdi Kanu for having somebody like Aloy Ejimako in his legal team. And they are saying they have the powers to suspend Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB. Slowly and steadily, the truth is being revealed. They are now coming with the idea that Nnamdi Kanu can be suspended from IPOB. Slowly and steadily, the truth is being revealed. Slowly but steadily, those that betrayed Nnamdi Kanu are being unraveled before our eyes. Slowly but steadily, it has come to pass now that those that said Simon Ekpa was working with Nigerian government to destroy IPOB, they are the ones that sent witness for the Nigerian case against Simon Ekpa in Finland. They are the ones celebrating the victory that Nigeria and Finland got in a collaborative effort to convict Simon Ekpa illegally. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those who get ear, make them hear. Thank you. May God bless you. And may God bless Biafra.